Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Corbin, and I'm here to show you how to administer finding the correct auricular points so that we can put on the Neurova stimulator. The patient I have before me has low back pain, and so I'll be looking for points in the area of the inferior crus of the antihelix, as those will be the points for the low back pain. So I'm going to turn on my bipolar point locator, and the patient has the ground. I put it into a manual position, and now I'm going to find what I consider to be the most appropriate points. Once I've found that point, I make a slight jab. It will leave a depression, and I will put a needle in that area. I'll do the same thing 2 more times. Finally, last. So that is how to mark the appropriate points for stimulation. My assistant will now come in and mark the points that I have found so that we can place the needles perfectly. As you can see, he is putting a small dot on the needles from the top down. The next step will be to actually put the needles in after he cleans the area. And when you put the needles in, you also will see that he will put them from the top down. The device will be directly behind the ear, so we have to make sure that that area is clear and clean. For the most part, you don't need to do anything but clean it with alcohol. As you can see now, he is taking the needles out and putting them in the marked points, again from the top down. He'll then take a piece of tape to make sure that the needle is stabilized. Finding the location for the second point. And finally, last but not least, the last point that he insert into the inferior point on the ear and stabilize that with a piece of tape. Now all is left is to put the unit on behind the ear and attach the electrostimulator into the unit. The assistant is now taking the ECG out and will take the device and snap it on. He now has to take the tape off the back of the device in order to activate the batteries. That now is active. He will now slide the cap onto the device and apply the ECG onto the neck. Finally, we finish by connecting the wire harness to the device. After which time the patient will begin to feel a small stimulation in the 3 points on the ear. We now have another successful insertion of the device on the ear. The patient can now sit up and he is free to go.